We've just had the qualifying session for the Miami Grand Prix and Sergio Perez is on pole. I didn't see that one coming. Max fans, what have you got to say with that? He dropped it, made a mistake on his first run, apparently with a bit of a gust of wind, caused him issues on his final his first Q3 run, and well, we know what happened from there. He didn't get to do his second run, did he? Charles Leclerc dropped it, caused the red flag with a minute and a half to go, and that was it. Everybody's done for. That means Sergio Perez, who actually had a brilliant first run in qualifying, gets pole, and that's why it's crucial actually to really make the most of, get that banker lap in, make it a good one at that, get that provisional pole position, and then you're safe from this kind of incident. Well, Perez did the job. I didn't actually see like that was coming, to be honest. Max Verstappen was mega throughout qualifying, and no doubt he'll have the pace in the race to get back up at the front, but will it be enough to pass Sergio Perez? The race is in his hands now. Perez starts on pole. Fernando Alonso had a brilliant qualifying session. He starts in P2. He was brilliant throughout the whole P2 and Q2 and Q3. Was always there and thereabouts. And a brilliant start for him. Can he get to first in the first corner? We know he's feisty and brilliant off the start, isn't he, Fernando? And it's Carlos Sainz is a brilliant upturning for him. He's been in P3. It looked like he was just on it a bit more, not too far off Charles Leclerc's pace, and a massive upturning for him. But what news for Haas team? K-Mag, 4th place. It's almost as big as the pole position, isn't it? Well, not quite, well, it's Brazil, but we've got them vibes kicking in Miami. Brilliant. K-Mag starts in P4 and he'll hope to just stay in the points from here. We know it looked like it'll be a difficult race to overtake, so it's possible that could happen. If you're straight off line, everybody's struggling, running wide or whatever, so you know, track position, having the one line that we've got around this circuit is going to be crucial. Pierre Gasly in 5th place, didn't see that one happening either. He's been struggled massively in Baku, and what a brilliant pump in result for him. And in the Alpine team, they look stronger this weekend, and a P5 start for him. George Russell in P6 now. I did say earlier in my tweets, if you walk back, you know, one of them Mercedes will get a P6. They haven't got a car for it. He just about made it into Q3, struggled in Q2 in fact, and a P6 start for George Russell. He out-qualifies Lewis Hamilton again. It's 4-1 in the favour of George. Charles Leclerc, he's the one that had a shocker. He starts in P7, and that's if he's hopefully, fingers crossed, he hasn't got an issue with his gearbox. He did hit the rear of his car into the barriers. Looks like he might have scrubbed enough speed off to not cause too much damage, and hopefully he doesn't have to change the gearbox on that one, but he'll start in P7, causing a red flag. He had issues throughout qualifying around turns 6 and 7, always struggling, running wide. Had a few massive moments, even in practice he was struggling around there. So I'm not sure what's up with him and that Ferrari. You know, he's giving me the vibes of Paul Ricard back in France last year, so hopefully he can keep it together for the race tomorrow. Ocon builds on the strong performance of the Alpine team. We see, like I said, show that they've made progress and moved forward. It's much needed from them, and a decent, start for him up at the front. So they'll be hoping for more points tomorrow. Max Verstappen, he didn't put in that lap, did he? He made a mistake in his first run in Q3, and he'll start in 9th place. He'll be using that DRS a lot. He'll be disappointed it's actually been shortened a little bit, hasn't it? Around 2 places for this weekend has the DRS, but I think there's enough pace in that for him to see him fighting back up for P2 before the end of the race. Bottas, a massive upturning performance from him. P10. Finally, he's off the back of the grid. The real Bottas has returned to the F1 paddock. Yeah, brilliant P10 start for him. He was brilliant. He was P7 in Q2 actually. He was a star performer in the Q2 session for me. Alex Albon starts for Williams in the 11th position. A solid performance from him again. Just putting the marker down on his teammate all the time, isn't he, Alex Albon? And really shining in that Williams. Nico Hülkenberg, he'll be disappointed. He was in P12, especially with K-Mag actually out-qualifying him this time for a change this season. Lewis Hamilton, massive, P13. He didn't make it out in Q2. He was on the radio saying that we've left it too late, and to be honest with you, for the first half of that session, they didn't run out. I don't know what they were playing at. Yeah, P13. He'll be massively disappointed with that one. Zhou Guanyu in 14th place, so showing the upturn in performance, but he'll be disappointed. He's been out qualified for his team by his teammate Bottas. You know, he's been the star performer in that Alfa Romeo, so he'll be disappointed with a P14. Nick De Vries, P15. Again, I think he'll be disappointed, but he's actually beat his teammate for this weekend. Finally into the Q2 session. He's had a couple of poor weekends, hasn't he? So he'll be hoping for a fight in the top 10 tomorrow. Lando Norris topped off a poor performance from McLaren this weekend. Both of their drivers out of in Q1. He'll start in P16 with Lando Norris, and they'll hope that the race pace returns. They did look strong on their long run, so they'll hope for that will kick in the race, and there is the opportunity to pass, because for me it doesn't look like that'll be much opportunity with going offline here with the new track surface causing major issues. Yuki Tsunoda again, first time he's been all qualified by his teammate. He's in 17th place start for him. Again, another poor weekend, and he'll be disappointed for his qualifying session. Lance Stroll, P18. It all went wrong. What was, you know, poor result, massively poor. Look at Fernando Alonso. He's putting the manners on him, isn't it? P2 for Fernando, and you're out back in P18 Stroll. You know, he's really got to up his game and really bring up closer to Alonso. You know, maybe he needs to get his brake bias tips off Fernando Alonso and, you know, listen to him on the setup, because it's not going right for him at the moment. Oscar Piastri tops off the poor McLaren qualifying session at a P19, and the home race man Logan Sargent for his first home race, he'll be disappointed in P20. Yeah, especially his teammate is in 11th place, so he should have been really further up the grid. But some surprise performances here. We've got a real mixed up grid for the race tomorrow. It should be a cracker. I cannot wait. Thank God we've got a decent mixed up result for the qualifying. Normally results in a better race strategy. We've got players all over the place. Lewis Hamilton in P13. I expect him to move forward in the race. Alonso, P2. Can he fight and get ahead of Perez at the start? Perez, you expect him to just shoot off in the distance. We know you've got that in him. And Verstappen in P9. You should see a brilliant race from him to get up at the front. That, you know, that Red Bull is mega in the straight, so he's got the opportunity, and we'll see the full power of that Red Bull on the rest this weekend. And in the race tomorrow, I've no doubt. But that's it for qualifying. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment as always. I'll see you for the race tomorrow.